What up, buds? It's Mike. I'm just doing a quick intro in case you are joining us for the first time. We are doing a quick mini-series called Sawsome. It was Ryan Howard's idea. He is a dear, dear friend of ours, and Mary Jane and I said, yes, let's do it. And now with Mary Jane in Washington, handling some family issues, perfect time to drop it. As always, thank you so much for listening. If you want to give us a 5-star review on iTunes, it goes a long way. You can follow us on Instagram at Weed and Grub, and you can email us at wg@weedandgrub.com. This episode, just like every episode, is brought to you by OCB rolling papers, the best rolling papers in the world. They are responsibly harvested, 100% bamboo, slow burning, ultra thin, GMO free, vegan, unbleached, chlorine free. And I'm getting better at rolling because the papers are so good. I'm not great at it, and I really want to do something like roll papers for my friends at parties and look really rad while I do it. Maybe I can do it with one hand one day. Then I feel like I'll have done something neat with my life. So OCB is helping me do cool things with my life. So thank you to OCB. And if you like us, please support the places that support us and follow and purchase OCB rolling papers. All right, without further ado, here is Sawsome.
Who brought the sauce?
I brought the sauce.
Who made the sauce?
I made the sauce.
Who got the sauce?
I got the sauce.
What's in the sauce?
I am the sauce.
For 4 billion stupid years, the last thing to be added to a meal was the sauce. But condiments are everything. We live in a golden age of flavor, and it's time to flip the taste pyramid upside down. Tonight, I'm bringing a special sauce for my friends to try, and we are going to create a brand new recipe from the sauce up. Then we're going to pitch that recipe to a condiment company and sit back and spend the rest of our lives counting money. As always, we're coming to you live from the back of my Civic on the 405. I'm here with Mary Jane Gibson, and her voice sounds like this.
Hello. I'm so pleased to be here to try this sauce.
And we are also joined by Mike Glazer, and his voice sounds like this.
Welcome to Sawsome, everybody. Hell yeah.
So I'm today's sauce master, which means
Ryan
that
Howard.
Oh, right.
Come on. This is Ryan Howard's voice. He just did a great read of our intro.
Oh, man. I nailed it on the first take for all y'all know.
Do you want me to keep in the part where you coughed and then restarted, or do you want me to edit that out?
I think you should edit that out and this.
Okay. Great. So it's staying in.
Oh, wow. So this is a fight podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Today, I'm excited to share one of my favorite sauces with you guys.
This is your idea.
Okay, yeah.
Let's get into some history here, only because...
my name is Ryan Howard.
Yeah.
I've been pushing these guys to do this podcast for a long time because I love condiments. And I feel like every time I go to 7-Eleven, there's like a new flavor of Rainbow Dorito.
Yeah.
And I have sadly reached a point in my life where I'm just I can't put everything in my body that I used to.
I feel that.
And so I'm just kind of watching a flavor revolution happen, and I want to celebrate it on a smaller scale that maybe my stomach can handle.
I feel that, especially because they keep coming out with new, things to stuff a pizza crust with.
Yeah.
Or, a new chicken's flavor. And you're like, come on.
It's just hot.
It's
all just hot.
Yeah. So, sauces are the flavor basket that everything else relies on to tie it together.
Yeah.
I like that. And I'm also really excited about how we are going to do it because I believe you're going to have us blindfolded to taste it.
Well,
So we're
blindfolded on your honor.
Right. And we're going to have to let our taste buds do the work. I mean, I'm excited to put my taste buds into service and make them, do a little labor and figure some stuff out.
Yeah. I hope people are just picturing us in a kink dungeon.
Yes.
Recording a sauce podcast.
Can you add chains jangling in the background to this?
Yeah.
Every now and then.
I'm handcuffed to a wall. Come get me, please.
Occasional zipper.
Yeah. Oh, you hear us unzip our face mask to try the sauce? That's so hot. Great. Cool.
I just pictured all of my little taste buds as little tiny individual, each of one of them with eyes and a little mouth, getting really excited, and all being like, "We were so excited about eating the sauce."
This is such a good idea. Thank you for making this happen, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
My pleasure. I mean, if you guys want to close your eyes.
Are we gonna get into the sauce?
Are we?
Right at jump? Oh, now I'm nervous.
Oh, I don't know.
I guess
I didn't mean to push us along. I'm not trying to sauce hustle you.
Damn dog.
Did you have some other things? How was your week?
It's awesome. A podcast about trying to hang out, but we don't know how anymore because it's been a global pandemic for a year. So here we are.
I hugged
we're
somebody
here.
yesterday by I put my arms around their neck, and I've never given a neck hug in my life. I'm always the waist
aggressive.
person. It was so aggressive.
Sounds so aggressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a prom dance, arms above
Oh,
the
okay,
thing.
like an A-frame. We can't let our hoo-has touch.
I've
Yeah.
never done that before.
How did the neck huggy feel about it?
Terrible. They tensed up. You could feel the shoulders raise.
Was there a punch? a punch? Like, get away from me and don't ever do that to me again situation?
There was a short squeeze and a let it go.
Okay.
It wasn't even a hug. It was
yeah.
just a.
Hug protocol.
And
has
did you get
changed.
their full name and phone number for contact tracing?
I did.
Great.
Oh, okay. Now I feel good. Thank you for indulging me for another 3 minutes.
Oh, guys, this is also like the subtext here is about how to manage a friendship with Mike. Am I right?
Yeah.
Just let him.
You're totally right.
Just let him do his fucking thing, and then we'll just.
He'll get through
and
it.
then we'll do.
So
Then we'll do.
let him
ours.
tell his jokes.
You guys want to taste some sauce?
Yes.
All right. Close your eyes and trust me.
Oh my God, that's the scariest thing I've ever
if
heard.
I had a nickel.
Do I need to put my hand out?
No, it's probably gonna take about 20 seconds of awkward dead air. I guess
Okay.
maybe I'll talk through it.
We could, yeah.
Yeah. Wait. I can talk with my eyes closed.
You want to vamp with our eyes closed, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hubris, thy name is Glazer.
I can talk with my eyes closed. What else can you do with your eyes closed,
All right,
Mike?
you guys get to talking and I'll
Lick.
get to saucing.
You can lick with your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Anything else you can do with your eyes closed?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll shower with my eyes closed just to hey, do you ever shower in the dark, Mary Jane?
I don't shower in the dark because it's scary when you're a woman because everything just feels like an intruder might pop in your house anytime. So I don't do many things in the dark, but I do a balancing thing where I try and close my eyes and stand on one foot with my eyes closed. Yeah, I already said that
Oh,
part.
I think that's hard to do. Mm-hmm. How do you? Why?
It's a stabilizing exercise for my broken ankle. That's not exciting, but it is a really hard thing to do, especially when you're like a little bit stoned. It's really fun to kind of play with your balance and see how long you can stand on one foot with no bearings.
You guys, I mean, this is amazing because your eyes are closed, but you are narrating what is happening to me right now because I did not plan on having to hold two of these at once and distribute evenly. And so now I'm like, how do I also pour? And then I've also got to reach. And so thank you. Anyway, it's been phenomenal and no one will ever know it but me. But thank you for keeping me company during this awkward time. All right, hands out.
Hands out.
Okay, I got my hand out.
Oh gosh, yours is going to be a little goopy.
I love it.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
Ooh, it's cold.
And here's yours.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
wow, cold. That is a true observation.
Okay, so Sauce Master Ryan, what are we doing? Smelling and guessing?
Yeah, have a whiff of it if you like. I'm gonna hide the thing.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
What do you guys think you're dealing with here?
I don't know, but before we get into sauce guesses, could we talk about our scientific way that we decided on the way we would taste it with this cracker?
Yeah, absolutely. What we're dealing with here is a water cracker, a Cars table water cracker, which is just air that they've just kind of packed tightly enough to hold in your hand. There's nothing going on there. It's a pure palate cleansing substance. So all you guys are going to taste is this sauce.
Okay.
Perfect. Would you call this a bipartisan cracker? I just want to know politically what I'm getting into here.
Mike almost dropped his. He loves it. He loves it. Can you keep your eyes closed and laugh?
It's so hard. What's really weird about this is that I can tell, like, I just bumped into the microphone, and I can tell that I look crazy. Like, I think I must look like a praying squirrel right now.
Yeah, you guys.
Because I'm like hunched with this cracker in my hands and trying to figure out where the microphone
Mike
is.
is holding it like he's trying to bring a bird back to life.
This feels crazy. Okay, wait.
So feel free to.
I'm sniffing.
I have no guesses
Oh,
based on
it's
scent.
cold. It does no guesses based on scent. Can I taste it now?
Absolutely. Taste it and let me know what you think.
This is really weird blind taste testing something.
Yeah, thank you for your trust.
Oh, it's a little... I have no fucking idea what this is. It's got a little cream cheese flavor, I feel like.
Yeah, it's creamy and delicious, but I don't know what it is.
And it's cold.
I would put this on a lot of things, though. I have a slight... It's almost like sour creamy.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Okay.
It has a
Okay.
sour creaminess, but
These
it's
are
not a
very
glop.
sophisticated palates, everybody. they are hot on the trail of what this is.
We're never gonna be judges on Chopped.
I know
it's
that-
like creamy and cold, and that's cool.
I know that this is not mayonnaise.
No, it's like sour cream, but it's not gloppy, which is nice.
What would Chris Morocco say?
Something uppity.
I think you guys can open your eyes. It's safe
Okay.
to start
Oh, it is.
talking
looks
through
like sour
this.
cream.
Yeah.
And it tastes like sour cream.
Okay.
Is it sour cream?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's so good.
It's
It
delicious.
is Salvadoran crema.
Oh.
Oh.
There's a lot of genres of like table cream in like Latin American cuisine, but this is for me like the chief.
Yeah.
And I put it in every recipe that also calls for dairy in some way. Like I sneak this into a lot of other things for like a mysterious like tardy floof.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's delicious.
What a
Can I see
tagline.
that?
So good.
A tardy flute?
I think that, they should advertise using that. For a mysterious tardy floof, use
Yeah.
cacique.
That's one of the ways to pronounce it that came up when I Googled it. The others were cacique and what I've been calling it this whole time, cacique.
How did you find this the first time? Do you have the backstory of it? For
Well, so
yourself?
when I first came to LA and started like really eating like good Mexican food and good Latin American food, like they always had like a cream on the table. And there's a crema mexicana version and a Mexican sour cream version, but I feel like this is a bit more like rich, like it's just got a little bit more like going on. And so I like tracked it down at my grocery store, and like I put it on everything. You
Yeah.
know? I also brought. I know this is maybe a bit off. I made also before you guys got here one of my favorite things to eat this with. So
Really?
yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Let's get it.
Cool.
I have
I'm
to, like,
so
warm it
excited.
up, so I don't know if you want to like.
Oh. All right.
I'm just gonna give it a quick microwave.
Great.
I'm so excited about this crema because I'm kind of new to crema. Like I feel like I'm at the stage in my life where I'm just discovering it.
I didn't know anything about it until you mentioned it for a recipe we developed together. Until then, I just figured like all sour cream was like a splash of water was added and it was stirred and thinned out, and that's what crema was. So I
interesting.
had no clue that I think it's better than sour cream.
I do too. And when I'm
So much more rich.
yeah, and when we made the crema that we made for the recipe that we developed, that was the first time I'd ever made crema, and it was sour cream whisked with heavy cream, and then
baby.
and citrus and salt, and that was it.
I really like this one is sort of a weird one to taste on its own, especially on a cracker, I think. But the recipe ability of it is why I chose it, because like you can just, it's a beautiful foundation.
Fuck yes.
Texturally, flavor wise, like you can just really build on a lot of things. And I've got suggestions, but we'll get there. So I'm gonna pour a little bit in here.
Oh, it even pours so lovely.
Yeah, and I fried up a plantain
Stop it.
Yes,
because this is the vehicle.
Yeah.
this is exciting.
Wow. Wow. So with the plantain,
Yeah.
so that the people listening can hear, because maybe they've never fried a plantain before, what did you do for it?
So it's super fast in a frying pan. So you wait for it to get like black, like the peel. It looks like a banana you would throw away, and then you slice it into like 1-inch chunks. Fry it. I had to use vegetable oil today, but I like coconut oil the best. Fry it in some coconut oil, like one side a couple minutes. Flip it a couple minutes. Then lower to simmer. Cinnamon, paprika, cover. In a few minutes, it's done.
You're a genius.
Thank you.
You're a goddamn genius.
I don't do a lot in the kitchen, but like during the pandemic times, I learned to cook some of my favorite takeout.
Oh.
And this is like a side dish. If this is a side dish on a menu, then I order it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
Dude.
That's sex. That's so sexy. Mm-hmm. What a sexy, creamy, sweet, flavorful bite. And the texture of the plantain,
So nice. So caramely.
it's so goddamn good.
Wow. Okay, sauce. Crema. Mm-hmm. I know that we were talking about developing a recipe with this, but I
Yeah.
feel like you just kind of blew my mind because I've never fried a plantain at home. I've never owned crema in my cupboard. This
Yeah.
is such a no-brainer.
And this also because I like weird snacks or whatever. So like, there's a lot of food basics. I cooked chicken for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and I've known about plantains for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my stoner snacks, and I want access to them without paying Postmates an extra $20.
Yes, that's where I'm at, honestly, is that if I don't order Postmates for dinner, and Mary Jane can attest to this, I'm eating handfuls of almonds and and like an apple.
There's nothing in here.
Yeah, exactly.
I ate Scandinavian swimmers from Trader Joe's for dinner last night.
And you brought them here for us.
I had to get them out of my house.
This is delicious. I would also say that I have a couple recipe ideas because I know that we're going to be emailing this company with our pitches to see how they respond. First and foremost, I would absolutely exchange this for cream cheese and a spinach artichoke dip.
Ooh,
Without
yeah.
question, I think this would be much more savory, much more rich, much more delicious. And honestly, I'm kind of over cream cheese as an ingredient as a whole because it makes my stomach feel like a brick.
Yeah.
And I think it would be looser, which you kind of want in a dip.
Absolutely.
Like the cream cheese dips are a little too tight. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah.
I will say, this is a bit of a vulnerable moment for me. I'm lactose intolerant.
Ryan, no.
Why are you serving us dairy then?
Well, and so I want to say to my fellow sufferers, like, I can eat this, okay? I shouldn't eat as much as I do, but I can manage it, and it's worth the taste.
Wow.
That was
really
really
nice.
touching.
Oh, thank you for letting me go there.
Save space on sauce. Yeah.
Wow.
When you do, because I've learned a lot about discipline from you, Ryan, and I know that when I would come over here,
Will you say that to my parents?
I will.
thank
I will
you.
say that to everybody because it's true. There have been times when you're like, okay, you got to go because I got to do meal prep for the week. I have a bunch of bacon to put in the oven, and I got vegetables to also put in the oven. And I'm like, man, respect. And the thing that I love the most that I immediately thought of when trying this was your egg sandwiches that you
Dude,
make and
a
how
breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing on a sandwich instead of mayo most of the time.
Yeah. And
That's
I
a
would
good point.
It's a
also
substitute
say,
or addition to, fuck it. You only live once.
with the sweetness of the plantain, it makes me think that this like drizzled over like replacing the custard in a custard French toast.
Oh, yeah.
With this crema for that salty sort of complexity.
It's often
With syrup?
It's like compared to a creme fraiche, sort of.
Yes.
Oh yeah, or like on a cinnamon roll, or like anything.
Drizzled over fresh fruit in the
Ooh,
morning.
yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, I would like double dip and fry a piece of bread and drizzle that
Oh god, yeah.
everywhere.
I often I'm a huge hot sauce fan. I've got dozens in the fridge, and so it's an instant aioli with any whatever hot sauce you're in the mood for.
Oh, of course.
Smoked chipotle aioli, Frank's wing sauce aioli.
You could also, I bet, make a really interesting macaroni and cheese using this. Like you could replace
yeah.
any roux. I wonder. Well,
Ooh,
you
yeah.
need the flour in the roux to thicken things, but like you could really use this as the base for a lot of like bechamel, cheese, hollandaise.
I'm
Anything.
glad. Okay, you just said it. I was going to pitch to you guys because you have considerably more culinary experience than me. Like hollandaise. Is that a direction we could go with this? Because I'm a huge breakfast person.
Yes.
It is. I mean, I don't actually love hollandaise since I worked in restaurants because it's just
Yeah.
there's all sorts of problems with that sauce when it's like left just out. But
It breaks so easy.
it breaks, and it's just because it has raw eggs in it. Like that's never really, the eggs aren't cooked well, so it's like it's a sauce that can just go wrong in a restaurant setting. But like a homemade, I would want to look up what is a hollandaise. Do you know exactly what a hollandaise is? It's eggs with
Let's look right
butter.
now. Yep.
I know it's eggs and butter
And lemon.
and lemon, and then but that's it. I don't think there is a dairy component to it, is there?
Oh, well, that's what's missing.
But a bechamel is like
Yeah.
a cream
Okay.
sauce, so you could.
It's egg yolks, lemon, butter, a little cayenne, a little salt. Whisk, 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 whisk,
Right.
whisk,
Oh,
whisk,
so
whisk.
it's way more about texture. Can you
Yep.
imagine how creme it would be if you whisked this stuff in? Or
Yeah.
do you think it'd be weird? Anyway, you've got past trauma, so we're not gonna do hollandaise. I'm intrigued by bechamel. I'm here for anything.
Fettuccine Alfredo would be dank.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I would say like a mushroom pasta using this as the cream base.
Oh,
Maybe.
Damn. So what I'm hearing is they're going to hire us as their recipe developers,
Yeah.
and we're going to write this letter to them and be like, here's all the things that we use your sauce for, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And see what they say, right? That's the next step. Because
Yes.
we're going to like, once we wrap this up, there's going to be a little like weird pause. And then
Yeah.
we're going to read a letter
Yeah.
that you're going to write to them.
Yeah, there will be an intermission while we hopefully communicate our way to the top of this company with our recipe.
Cacique.
And cacique. Por
Yep.
favor, ayúdanos. I've been working on my Spanish in quarantine too.
Very nice. A Rosetta Stone.
We'll pitch that to them. Hopefully, we'll have a fun back and forth to report on in 10 seconds your time, a few days our time.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know how that goes.
And we'll share whatever recipe it is that we've sent to the company for approval.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, are we going to be tagging them on social media, or are we only going to be emailing and let cards fall where they lie? How thirsty do we want to be with our sauce thirst?
I'm fucking parched.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll drive there. to
Parched
the-
and shameless.
Yep. I'll show up at HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I like
Oh
that.
my gosh, can you imagine one of these fresh off the cow?
Yeah.
So good.
So
Nice. When we did that recipe that Mary Jane brought up before, we added charred lemon to the crema,
You brought it up.
and I just wanted to say that I thought of that.
I wanted someone else to say it.
Amazing.
No, we did add charred lemon. I'm sorry to knock you off what you were saying.
Yeah.
Also,
No problem.
for everyone who can't see this table right now, there's one plantain left, and technically it belongs to Mike. But I know everyone's sort of just waiting. We're at that stage where it's just like, who's gonna eat that?
Yeah. It's gonna
I'm
happen.
go for it, please.
Juicy little morsel.
Yeah.
Grab
It
that
could be split
morsel.
in 2 or 3.
That's so sad.
We'll take a short break while we fight over this piece of plantain.
See you in 10 seconds when we're rich.
Oh, you want my sauce? Get your hands off, hands off.
We're rich.
We are.
Hey guys, coming to you from Cacique World Headquarters, where my new office is.
CEO.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Oh man, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I also didn't make any of the recipes we talked about last time, but you're holding the one I did come up with, and I would love you to enjoy it while it's hot.
Okay, I'm
It's
taking
gonna
a
be
sip.
sweet.
This is delicious.
It's a
This
hot
is
chocolate.
delicious.
Wow.
It's a hot chocolate. I am one of those brave adults who is not afraid to go to a very nice restaurant with his very nice friends and ask the waiter for a fucking child's drink. Because I love hot chocolate.
It's got a little spice in there?
It sure does. There's a couple of different, here, let me pop the recipe up.
Also, I would like to argue as you pop that up that it is actually a more sophisticated drink, and children they can't appreciate
And
how
children
great
are
it is.
stupid.
And children are fucking dumb.
There's ground up cloves in this. The kids are not ready, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're tiny minds. Their tiny minds can't taste it.
Chocolate shouldn't be for children. I feel like
Finally.
in some cases, I mean, before chocolate became a confection and it was, like drinking chocolate and like, an import from South America when, it was just for kings and queens. I feel like it wasn't for kids.
No, and
It
we
was
should get
for
back there.
grown-ups who had sexy times.
Oh, yeah. It's a
Oh,
sexy
it's an
drink.
aphrodisiac.
Yum.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just type cooch into your...
Oh, chocolate.
I just looked over at your laptop
He
and I
has 2 tabs open, both similar.
just said cooch and I was like, wow.
I'm looking up this recipe. I didn't know we were going to record these today.
Okay.
So the way that this incorporates the crema is like with the milk. So you boil the milk and the crema mixture, and then this hot chocolate mix is chunks of cacao, granulated sugar, cacao powder, a little bit of chili powder, cinnamon, cloves. Ancho chili powder, chipotle chili powder.
Oh, that's what I'm getting, that smokiness.
Yes. Yeah. It's like a little smoky, a little spicy, and a little bit nostalgic.
It's fucking delicious.
And it's real dense. It gets dense with the cream. So
yeah.
I usually will never buy like whole milk or anything because I know I'm only going to use it once for one thing.
Yeah.
If it's a milkshake
What's
or
that?
hot cocoa.
What's the one thing you're going to use the whole milk for? It sounded dirty.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sponge bath with milk?
You've never done the whole milk challenge?
Yeah. It's not chugging it. It's washing someone's naked body with it with a sponge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
No, it sounds
truly
great.
whole milk, like home, and because this is your sauce, and I haven't bought a thing yet, but it has so many different applications, and I think that this is the best hot chocolate I've ever had.
It's truly
Thank you.
magnificent.
The sauce, I mean, the crema, it's a foundation for anything you want it to be, essentially. Like, I think everything we discussed last time is valid. I would love to put it in some breakfast sauces, but this was just also like a thing. I've been making myself like cocoa.
So because it's so delicious, and you reached out to them, what'd you do? Email? How'd it go? I'm sure that they wrote back, and everything's fine.
You know, we should be where we said we were, but we're not. Yeah, I did. They also did they had like an online form situation, but I knew I'd promised to read this letter, so I did a little copy paste.
Okay.
So I have the letter.
Great.
And I pitched them. Actually, it looks like an old version of the recipe, but here it is verbatim. Hi there, because I'm not. My voice is gonna go up, if I'm being friendly on the phone, of
course,
or in type. Hi there, longtime fan, first time writer. I've been loving your Salvadoran crema forever, and maybe they could hear the whiteness in my voice, and they just deleted it. I just heard it. Crema forever, and recently decided to try it with hot chocolate. It's so good. Came up with this tasty recipe. You guys already know that part. I used words like garnish. It's very tastefully laid out. And then at the bottom, probably the biggest question facing us now is whether to call this hot cochique or hot cachiclet. What do you think? They ghosted.
They ghosted.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it's technically a ghost if they if you're just shouting into the ether in the first place, but I've never heard back on that.
That's crazy because those forms go to someone.
Yep.
They don't just fall into a dumpster.
Oh, this definitely
an
got
internet
passed
dumpster.
around HQ.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what happened.
Definitely got passed around HQ.
You're on the fridge right now. You're printed on the company
hot
fridge.
cachiclet?
Yeah.
I would always have a glass of that.
Yep.
Yo, that's real.
Yep.
That's very funny.
Anyway, so I tried to
Did you
engage.
sign it, Ryan Howard?
There's no signature here, so I
But
don't
when you put in
remember.
the info, maybe it was first name, last
Probably
name,
like
email.
contact, yeah.
Oh yeah, you are on a fridge.
Yeah, you would have had to provide an
I
email.
keep checking my spam, but
Word,
nothing.
huh?
Yeah.
Does it change how you feel about them because they rudely ghosted you, even though you sent a perfectly constructed exclamation points, not all the time, but on specific sentences, well thought out email?
I guess, ultimately, I just want to eat, right? So, and, the product still tastes good. I am disappointed, but not deterred,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I would say, maybe I should have made more of a plea, because, I don't do a lot of dairy, but this is what I cheat for,
Right.
Right.
But if you shouldn't have to write a personal...
I shouldn't have to reveal
Right.
that my bathroom habits just to get some attention from a corporation.
I pitch that you follow this up with a very aggressive second, submitted through the form.
There's a
saying-
backpack in the basement. You have 30 seconds. Is that too aggressive?
Just saying that you're disappointed and a little alarmed that their customer service doesn't seem to be getting back to people who truly love their product.
Yeah.
And you would really appreciate hearing back. Thank you.
No exclamation points. Very bold periods. Thank you. That's the thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Would appreciate hearing back.
Okay.
The fuck?
It keeps getting longer.
Maybe also I could start a sauce war.
Yeah.
Just Googled, El Mexicano is Cachique's top rival. I
Great.
wonder, if I pitched them a recipe, would they want to write me back?
Yes, I bet they would. Customer loyalty matters.
100%.
All right, then.
Wow.
Is this a three-parter, or
Yeah.
y'all just catch up with me on Instagram?
Well, it would just be interesting if there was a sauce war, because if they do write you back,
Yeah,
then
then I
you can-
paste that into the email to Cachique.
Yep.
And, a little
Yep.
gas on the fire.
Yep. And then you say there's a backpack in the basement.
And speaking of fires,
Oh, God, no.
there's a horrible news event going on as we record this, and we're
God.
definitely going to have to cut this part out.
No,
No, we're not cutting
We're
it.
not cutting it. We can't edit on this, but yeah, everybody's okay. So,
Yep.
do you feel like this was a successful outing of sauce mastery?
I have been a lifetime lover of hot chocolates, and I have never elevated it to this level before. So I am a better person for this experience. And that's all I can ask for from any experience.
I'm going to say you're a great sauce master because this hot chocolate is delicious. And I greatly appreciate having my palate opened to new experiences with this crema.
Oh, thank you.
I hate them, but I love you.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a awesome day.
That's what you want it to be? Oh, shit.
Who brought the sauce?
I brought the sauce.
Who made the sauce?
I made the sauce.
Who got the sauce?
I got the sauce.
What's in the sauce?
I am the sauce.